Alright, straightforward video today. Birth rate, death rate. Why do those two rates, birth rate, death rate, go up and down in a country? Let's start with birth rate. So why might we get a high birth rate within a country? Okay, firstly, there could be a lack of sex education in schools. Maybe there's a poor education sector, maybe not enough money is being invested into the education within a country. Number two, there's a lack of affordable contraception. So even if people have an awareness of contraception, maybe there is some sex education in schools, maybe they just can't afford to buy it. Once again, linking to the economic development of a country. Number three, there's a high infant mortality rate within the country. This means children are dying before their first birthdays, so parents are having more children to replace the ones that they are losing. Now, of course, this is linked to the level of healthcare, how good the healthcare is in the country. And the more underdeveloped a country is, the worse the healthcare system is going to be. And number four, children are needed to work on farmland. So, especially in countries which are LICs, the main source of income is going to be the primary job sector, mining, fishing, farming. And of course, with sectors like farming, parents will have more children so they can help to work the land. Of course, that will help generate an income for the family. So, in summary, why is the birth rate really high? A lack of sex education in schools, linked to a poor education service. A lack of affordable contraception. High infant mortality, once again that's linked to the healthcare service being really bad. And children are needed to work on the farmland, which of course is an indication of the employment sector within that country. Now, if all that is looking at why the birth rate would be high, but if the question was referring to why the birth rate is low, it's really simple, just reverse these around. For example, there is sex education in schools. There is affordable contraception within the country. There is a low infant mortality, and children are not needed to work on farmland because the type of employment has changed. So you just switch it around the way you word it. Right, death rate. Lack of hospitals, doctors, trained medical staff. Number three, lack of affordable medicine. And maybe there's like war in a country, okay? So death rate, all linked to, isn't it? It's all linked to the amount of investment going into the country. So there's poor hospitals, or of a very low quality, a lack of doctors, lack of affordable medicine. Key point here is affordable. There might be medicine, but you just can't afford to buy it. And maybe there's factors such as war. You can also have environmental factors as well. So you could have natural hazards, earthquakes. You could even have things like environmental issues. Drought, for example, would lead to crop failure, and obviously that would lead to famine and death. Once again, all of this is referring to why the death rate would be high, but if the question was referring to why the death rate is low, you just reverse it around. Available hospitals, more doctors per head, you get the idea. So there you are, birth rate, death rate, and why it goes up and down in a country.